Hey everybody, it's Eric Jensen.
And Allie Bouquet.
We're with Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate. We're just giving you a weekly update on Salt Lake County real estate. Right now, there are just under 1,100 active listings in Salt Lake County, and I think that's up by like 25% from May or June,
Yep.
right? Because we watch the market very thoroughly, and 1,100 active listings. Now, if we had said that last year at this time, it's like, wow, that's so low. But the reality is we're picking up. And we wanted to talk today, well, I guess before we talk about price drops that we're seeing, Allie has a few stats to share in the last 7 days in Salt Lake County.
Yep, last 7 days in Salt Lake County, there are 364 new active listings, 448 under contract, and 361 sold in the last 7 days.
So sales are happening.
Sales are happening for sure.
They haven't slowed down at all.
No.
Right? Because people could say, boy, last year it was a better time, and but we're still seeing at least the same amount of what matters or how many are selling.
Right.
Not necessarily how many are active, trying to paint the whole picture here.
Yeah.
So Allie wants to talk about zip code 84105, which is in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, really great neighborhood. We've got one house there that was on the market for 120 days, which is quite a while, as you know. I mean, we were seeing, 5 days, 14 days, and things moving. After 120 days, they dropped it 50K, and then it went under contract.
So it sat on the market a while because the seller thought they were going to get whatever they wanted.
Right.
Because that's a fantastic zip code, correct?
Yeah.
So they did not get what they wanted originally.
And that's one of the things that's really hard for us as agents is telling sellers what we think that they should price their home at. Looking at the comps in the area, and I've had clients that have just said, nope, that's the price I want, that's where I want to start it. And even though that one, it may not appraise for that, it may sit on the market, and anything I've got a listing right now that has sat on the market for a little while because of unusual circumstances. But agents call and say, what's wrong? It's been on the market for 28 days. There must be something wrong with the house. And there's nothing wrong with it. It was just we couldn't show the house for that long. It was kind of complicated.
Sure.
Another listing was listed at $950, and it sold for $800,000.
It's a big difference.
In 3 weeks. So not that long on the market. So the client was willing to really look at what was going on, not having the right activity, and drop it in a fairly short amount of time.
Very short period.
Yeah.
That's a significant price drop.
Really.
Something changed, right?
Right.
They got with their realtor and said, we want to start this high, and everybody kind of thought it probably would sell this high, and they didn't. And it sold. Or it's under contract.
It's under contract.
Under contract.
Yeah.
I wanted to briefly talk to you about Clifton Heights, which is where I live. Of course, I work all areas, but I love watching Clifton Heights. And 3 properties that I'm going to highlight. The first one was on the market for 50 days. So that's a long time in this market, especially in such a great city. Price dropped $150,000 below asking price.
That's huge.
And it was a highly priced home.
Right.
It was over $1 million.
Right.
But it was, it was on the market a while. Number 2, this property is only on the market 10 days. Price drop $25,000. So people aren't waiting long to drop their prices. They're testing the market for 3 to 4 days and saying, oh, we don't have an offer.
Right.
Let's drop it. So there is strategy in that, but I think there's also sellers saying, well, we just think it's worth this.
Yeah.
So number 3 was nearly $200,000 below asking price, and that one was under $1 million. So that's very significant. And then one that is very interesting to me because it's on my street, my new street where I live. It's list price of $695. It's been on the market for 3 weeks, and it's down to $650,000. That's a big drop, and it's just sitting on the market. So buyers, in my opinion, and what I'm seeing, and you're probably seeing this too, buyers are saying, you know what, let's put the brakes on. Yeah. At least pay attention to the yellow light.
I think they've been frustrated, because they've missed out on so many offers.
Right.
And are we still seeing that? Sure.
Yeah.
And that's the hard thing. It's like, it doesn't seem to matter what sort of price point it is. We're still seeing, if it's a great house, it's
Gone.
going to sell in
Right.
4 days, you know,
Sure.
or be under contract in 4 days.
Well, case in point, some other homes in Clifton Heights listed at $795 or $830, gone in 4 days.
Yeah.
A few of them,
Yeah.
and we did the research today. So we love looking at all this stuff for you. We enjoy talking about it. We'd love to have a private conversation with you, email, text, phone call, just educate you on the market. If you've had any thoughts of selling, buying, investing, talk to you about renting your property, whatever.
We're here to help.
We are here to help, and we love you. Thank you.